have a lot of crochet inventory, and we're gonna go through all of it today. Hey everybody, it's Katie, the Celestial Homebody, and welcome to a very special video. It has been months since I have had a market, and I don't have my first one of the year for a few more weeks, and I am just out here floundering, not knowing what to make, because it's been so long that I don't even remember the extent of which I have in my body bags behind me. I need to take major inventory today, and we're going to do it together. I not only need to price things, I also need to figure out how much, like monetarily wise, in inventory I have. I need to know what I am low stock on, what colors I am low stock on, what I have too much of, what I need to make, so on and so forth. Now, this was going to be a live stream, but we have decided just to do it in video form because when you're seeing this right now, I am actually on vacation. So I'm recording this a few weeks in the past. So if you don't see something that I've shown in like the past 2 or so weeks, it's just because I'm recording this before I've made those things. Weird time warp thing. Also, because this is months, for some of it years worth of plushies, I unfortunately will not be linking or telling you all of the patterns and pattern designers for all of these things, mainly because I don't remember a lot of them because I have the memory of a goldfish. However, the good news is that on the channel we have a playlist called This Week's Makes, and if you're unfamiliar with my channel, every single Monday I sit down and show you what I made that week, and every single plushie that you are going to see today has been shown in the This Week's Makes. Unfortunately, I don't know which plushie was shown in which video, so you might have to do a little homework and go digging for the pattern, unfortunately. But I mean, obviously it's going to be easy if I'm like holding it up in the thumbnail, because then you know that's the video that pattern was showcased. And also, before we begin, I wanted to let you guys know that because I have a lot of very large items, you're going to see all of my inventory, so you'll see how many large items I have. And with the lack of space that I actually have to display at markets, especially like my upcoming one where I have an artist alley, one single table for all these plushies, I am going to be listing all of my medium large size plushies on my website, www.thecelestialhomebody.com. There'll be a link in the description box. If you are interested in adopting any of my plushies, they are going to be on the website for you to take home. And of course, if they sell on the website, then they just won't go to market, and that's okay. I'm not going to price up for the website or anything. I'm going to sell them on the website for what I would sell them at market, but just to help me get rid of a little bit of inventory, because I have to put all this in the car and lug it all to events, and we take just one little car crossover SUV to events. So we need to offload some of this inventory. So if you're interested in adopting any of these guys, check the website. I'll probably only do like the things that are like $50 and over, because like the little things aren't really worth it for shipping. But if you see something that you really want, just reach out to me and email or Instagram DM, and we can work something out if you are interested in that. We need to get to pricing and taking inventory. So I have my handy dandy notebook right here, along with my pen. I have my stitch markers because this is what I use to attach my price tags to my items. I have price tags. I get these large ones at the Dollar Tree, and then I get these smaller ones at on Amazon. So that is where I get my price tags. I would eventually like to get to the point where I have like really fancy like custom tags. But for right now, we're working with this. I have a bunch of these, so I don't want them to go to waste. We're going to use them up, and then once I'm out of them, then I'll finally go ahead and order the fancy price tags. Also, speaking of pricing things, just a quick little note in here. please don't leave negative, nasty comments about my pricing. This is my full-time job, is selling crochet and YouTube. So please just know that this is the pricing that works for me in my area. I've been selling plushies for years at this point, and I know how to price my items in my area that sell for me. So it might be different for you. So take everything that I say pricing wise with a grain of salt. Well, hey, it's editing Katie here popping in because as I'm sitting here editing this video, I'm realizing that when I'm pricing throughout, it kind of makes it sound like I'm just pulling numbers out of thin air, monetary values for these items, and I'm not. I get a lot of questions about how I price my items and recommendations for me to make a full video on it. So I'll just tell you the short of it right now, in case you're wondering. I'm sure I'll get comments on it. So I price my plushies based on two factors in combination. That is time and material. And you'll hear me in this video say this took a lot of time and or material. So firstly is time. I pay myself an hourly wage based on how long it took me to crochet something. Obviously, something that took me 6 hours to make is going to have a higher time cost to it than something that only took me an hour or less to make. I also charge in combination with that based on material cost. After I'm done crocheting a plushie, I will weigh it on my scale. I use like a package scale. I use the same scale for shipping orders and stuff with Etsy, but I'll weigh the plushie on that, and then I will charge based on the gram weight of the plushie, and that takes into account the material and yarn, stuffing, eyes. Charge more if they're hand painted safety eyes because that's more time, gems. All of that good stuff goes into the material cost. There are a lot of really great spreadsheets out there that other crochet artists and vendors have made that will break down for you the type of yarn, and then next to it, it will say how many cents per gram that yarn costs for you as the artist to go purchase. So you can use charts like that to figure out how much money and materials you put into a plushie. So when you hear me say in this video, this took a lot of material, what I'm essentially saying is that some of these things took $30 just a material cost, not even including labor, you know, more or less, of course, depending on the item. But that is the essence of how I price. If you have any more questions for me, feel free to leave a comment and I'd be happy to answer your questions in the comment section. But hopefully this helps some of you who are wondering. Anyways, I'm going to let you get back to the video now. And I will tell you the pattern designer if I remember it. So without further ado, let's get started. So I've got a few things on my desk right here that I just want to get done and put away. Oh, if you hear me talking off screen or hear rustling, it's because I have my beautiful assistant in here. Rai is here to help me. I was like, I want to put all of the plushies on the couch for like a group photo when we're all done, because I thought that would be fun, and then that way we can like organize things back into the bags the way that they go. So first up, we have this dragon, which is my pattern that I am currently writing right now. It is not released yet, and he's a little wonky because he's version 1, but he is going to be sold. So let me write down, actually, you know what? This one I'm going to set to the side because I would still like to use him for promotional stuff. So he's not going to go to market quite yet, but he will eventually. Okay, that first one was easy. Next up is Rainbow Raccoon. This is one of Snuggle Bean's crochet splooting patterns. This is Raisin the Raccoon. And I have another raisin. So we're just going to say Raccoon Splooter. So I have a quantity of 2 of these and I'm going to price them the same. Let me grab the other one. This is the other one that I made. I made this one out of Basic Chenille Brights by Premier. Affiliate link in the description box, by the way, if you want to order Premier yarn. I would have greatly appreciated if you use my affiliate link. This one is Burnout Blanket, and it turned out much smaller for some reason, especially the head, which is bizarre, but I'm going to price them the same. And I asked your guys' input actually on how you price your spluters, and it was a range between $45 all the way up to $65. I think on these, I'm going to do a $55 price. That's kind of like middle of the road. And for the amount of work that these take me, as well as the time, not the time, that's the same as work. The amount of time as well as the amount of materials that go into these, I think that's a fair price. So let me get the price tags on these. I've got more stuff here in front of me that I just showed recently. So we have all of these little animal babies. These are by May Made, M-A-E, May Made. She's got pattern packs for all of these, and I think I'm going to price them all the same with the exception of one. So we have the bear baby, we have the unicorn baby with embroidered eyes, we have the sunflower baby, the one that I modified to look like baby Rosalina, her sweet little crown, the duck slash goose, one of my favorites, the chicken, another one of my favorites, and this is the only one that I think I'm going to price higher because it's bigger. This one is inspired by Eeyore. I used demi pearl on it and an 8mm hook, so it came out fairly large. So we're just going to call these animal babies, and hopefully I know what I mean by that in the future. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 normal size one large. I think I'm going to do 55 for the regular size ones, and then for the larger Eeyore, I mean, that's the size difference between the Bernat and then the demi pearl. I think we'll just do a few dollars more because the demi pearl is pretty expensive yarn. I think we'll do 59 on this one. Okay, next up, some more recent things because I have them here in front of me. We have some chickens. We have 1, 2, oh no, my notebook fell. We have 3 speckled chickens, but I know I have more chickens in a different bag. So I'm just gonna set these to the side for now because I have multiple different colors. I just won't write in the quantities right now. We have chicken white, brown, black, blue, like from Stardew Valley, and then speckled. By the way, this chicken pattern is by me. Everything that I say is my pattern. You can purchase it in my Etsy shop or on my website. Although, pro tip for you, my patterns are cheaper on my website because it has not as outrageous fees as Etsy does. Oh, we have 4 speckled chickens. There was another one hiding. I put an $18 price on my chickens. I have sold them for as much as $25, and these guys are so quick to make. They take me 20 minutes to make. Selling for $25 is an excellent use of your time as a crochet artist. I think that they sell the best at $18, but just so you know, I have sold them for $25, and I think that you probably shouldn't go lower than like $15 for the size that they turn out to be, especially in Bernat. That's a good size. So highly recommend if you're looking for a good pattern that's like a good bang for your buck, so to speak. Okay, also in here we have a couple of turtles. So this turtle pattern is by Chastity and Designs, I believe. This is the Myrtle the Turtle pattern. I'm gonna have more turtles back there too, so I'll set these aside. But we have 1, this is Elise Voluto yarn, it's so pretty. We've got 1, 2, this one's also Elise variegated, as is this one, for 3. This one's head is very cockeyed, but it adds character. We have 2 shells in Bernat, and so that makes 5 Myrtle the Turtle, but we're just gonna set those off to the side for right now. All right, this is a nice full bag. What's in here? This one's fairly recent of a bag. Oh, this one has all my Nyx the Dragons. Oh yay, okay, I'm excited to go through these. Okay, we have a shrimp by Apple Tree Boutique. Stacy makes. This one's just gonna go in the Misfit bin. If you're unfamiliar with my market setup, I have a basket that I label the Misfit bin. Sometimes clearance goes in there. I don't clearance a lot of my stuff. Like, it's got to be really bad for me to clearance it. But that bin is meant for just like the little one-off things that I only made one of and are kind of too small to put a price tag on and set on the shelf. This one is a little bit bigger than what normally goes in the Misfit bin, but I feel like it would fit amongst the Misfits in there. So this one does need to be individually priced. I'm going to go ahead and put $15 on this one. I already have a pre-made tag for $15. So we'll just slip that to him, throw it to Ryan, and let me write down 15. Okay, then we have birthday cake turtle. So this is also one of my Oh no, it's just resetting. I thought we got an order, but my counter is just resetting. This is also one of my patterns. This is the birthday cake turtle. I just added a little hat, which is not in the pattern, but I'm working on a modification pack for it. But birthday cake turtle, I always sell these for $55 and they always sell. However, this one is a little bit smaller. So we're going to put $49 on it. It was the same amount of work and actually took more yarn. But because of its size, we're going to go 40, what did I say?
49.
49, thank you, Ryan. Okay, then we have this Sprig, the Spring Dragon by Tough and Stuff. This one's really cute. This is burnout frosting, and I love the way that it works up, and it was really nice to work with, too. Sprig Dragon. We only have one of these. I can already tell, just as I suspected, I have a ton of large items in the $50 range. And that's not great for market. So all of these, guys, will be on the website, like I mentioned. This one we're going to do $55 on. He had a lot of parts that needed to be sewed. Ooh, here's a big mama. We have our koi fish dragon with my hand-painted koi pond eyes. You can check out my eye shop on my website too. But this one took a long time. Koi dragon, only have one of these, and I'm gonna go $99 on this. I think that it is worth that price for how much work I put into that one. Oh, this is fun. We have this little possum. How cute is he? He's kind of like a splooter. He's got a big rotund body. I named him something in my video, or he had a name. Is his name Greg? I don't remember. Correct me if you remember. So we're going to say big possum because I'm planning on making little possums too. I'm going to do 28 on that guy. Okay, in this bag, I have a bunch of Nyx the Dragons. So if you don't know about Nyx, oh, it's resetting again. Weird. It's just calibrating. So this is my baby dragon pattern. His name is Nyx, NYX, and he is a bestseller for me. I went ham a few months ago making these because they're so fast to make. I sell Nyx the Dragon for $18, so let me write that down. Nyx Dragon. $18. These guys take me less than a half an hour to make. They are, again, one of the best, like, bang for your buck. And the color possibilities are endless. So what's fun about these this time, though, is something that we're going to do together. This is going to add a lot of time to the video, but I think some of you might find this part fun. On each one of these little Nyx the Dragons, I am going to put a Beanie Baby style tag with their name and a little bio about them. I spent longer than I care to admit on Canva making all of these tags, and I named all of these dragons off of characters from Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, Fourth Wing, and other just fantastical franchises, as well as a few cosmic things thrown in there. And on this week's makes, I asked you guys for name suggestions for the Nyx the Dragons, and so I used some of those as well. So I just made all of the tags, and they already have these little light bulb, what do you call these, pins, I guess, on them. And so I'm just going to pick a name to go with the dragon, and then we're going to pin it on there. So this is what they look like. They're pretty low budget, to be honest with you. I just printed them on my printer on cardstock. My name logo is on the bottom. So this first one, well, hang on. Let's match the name to the dragon. Oh, Ryan picked out this one. Ryan's going to be helping me pick out names. So this is the dragon, and her name is going to be Aurora. It says, Aurora sparkles with bright energy and loves colorful things. She brings happiness and excitement wherever she goes. That was a good one for her, Ryan.
Thank you.
Good pick. So we need to, I don't really know where I want to put these. I guess on the neck, kind of like a Beanie Baby. And then I will help people take these little pins off because I don't want to risk them pulling the stitches. So they'll go on just like that. And when I display these, they're all going to be displayed like upwards like that. And so their little tags will be easily able to be grabbed and looked at. And hey, maybe the little name tags will help make some sales. So we have Aurora. Okay, next up we have this one. I made this one with Demi Pearl. She's a little bit bigger. What do you think, Ryan, for her? Okay, this one is going to be Smoglet. May look fierce, but he is terrified of thunderstorms and likes to hide under blankets. He collects shiny button sequins and lost earrings to build his treasure hoard. Does this look like a treasure hoarding dragon to you? I had so much fun with these. By the way, oh, all of the pins, Ryan, need to go the other way. So that way they're facing outward.
Okay.
When I connect them.
Okay, I'll do that when I hand them to you.
Thank you. Okay, this one's super tiny, little rainbow Nyx the dragon. What do we think for this one? With really cool eyes. They look like glass. I have one in mind for him. I'm thinking Pickles.
Oh, okay.
Pickles is silly, chaotic, and somehow always covered in glitter or crumbs. Nobody knows exactly how it happens. I feel like this looks like a Pickles. So, he shall henceforth be known as Sir Pickles Chubsworth. That's his full legal name. Okay, next one, we have a strawberry-inspired dragon with a little stem at the top. This one's also a little bit larger. So this is Premier Basics Brights. This is Demi Pearl, so you can see the difference in size in them. Okay, this one is going to be Cyrax. Loves naps in sunny windows and will happily curl up in your lap for hours. She gets grumpy if she misses snack time. We thought that that one was appropriate for her. Next, we have this one that I matched the colors to this tie-dye from Premier Basic Chenille Brights. Very cool color combo. What are we thinking for this one? This one is going to be Vagar. Acts tough, but secretly loves bedtime stories and stuffed animals. He insists on sleeping with his favorite tiny blanket every night. Next up, we have a little night dragon with some embroidered stars. Stars? Why did I say it like that? This one's easy. Pull the Celestia name.
Oh.
Yeah, the Celestia is a perfect name for this one.
That is not the
May or may not have been named after the pony / my daughter.
That is not the one.
I just used his tail to brush my bangs to the side. Thanks.
I was going to say Luna.
Thanks, bud. Celestia is a dreamy dragon who loves moon, stars, and magical nights. She brings peaceful vibes wherever she goes. If that is not her name, I don't know what is. Ryan thinks that Luna Yes, but her bio was based on Luna Lovegood.
Oh.
So that's a different dragon. Then we've got this pastel one. This one's pretty pastel wings. This is Burnout Baby Blanket Pitter Patter is the color with lavender wings. Ryan pulled Lyra for her, which is funny because when I released the Nyx the Dragon pattern, it came with I released 2 at once. There was also Lyra the Pegasus, which is very similar, slightly different shaping, and also she has a horn and wings. Technically, she's an alicorn, but a lot of people don't know what an alicorn is, so I just named her Lyra the Pegasus. So I thought that it would be fun to give one of my Nyx the Dragons his sister's name. So Lyra is curious about everything and loves exploring new places. She will happily follow you around all day just to see what you are doing. So that is little Lyra. Next up, we have Camo Dragon with the scary eyes. He needs a cool name.
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, there is one that is named Nyx.
But Nyx is a night dragon.
Yeah, he can be a night dragon. Night camo with night vision. Oh no, this one should be Nyx. Night dragon.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Look at this little guy with his embroidered white eyes. He's fun. This is Parfait Pom Pom. So Nyx is a mysterious little night dragon who prefers moonlight to sunshine. He loves quiet corners and secret adventures after dark. And my headcanon is that little Nyx here likes to go up in the club because of his neon speckles, like he would glow under blacklight. That's him. Okay, what about Camo? With the scary eyes. A lot of you guys really liked this one when I showed these off in this week's makes. Ryan has selected Newt. Newt loves all creatures, especially bugs, frogs, and birds. He is happiest exploring outside and making strange little friends. So that one definitely works for him, but is he hunting and killing these little friends, or is he just camo to blend in so that he can observe them?
I think he's just observing.
I hope so, because that would be sad.
But that way he blends in so that they act like he's not there.
Camo Dragon number 2. That I ran out of camo yarn, so I had to splice in this muddy brown color, and he looks very awkward. But is there another good camo color one? I'm not going to be putting those out at the same time, but still I want them all to have different names. I made about 30 different names. Okay, this one's going to be Drogon. Dreams of growing up to be the fastest dragon in the skies. He is brave, stubborn, and always the first one to investigate anything suspicious. I remember my 5th graders always saying, "That's sus." Okay, we have another pastel one, but this one has embroidered eyes so that it's baby friendly with the pastel purple wings. This one needs a sweet little name. Oh, this is cute. This one is Nimbus. Nimbus is always full of energy and never sits still for long. He loves running around and making messes and pretending he can fly already, but he's just a little baby.
Yeah, if that's not a toddler with baby safe eyes, I don't know what it is.
True. This one's fun. Oh my goodness, look at this Big Bertha. That's what I should have made her name. Darn it. But she is gigantic. This is the cover story yarn, blanket yarn, and it works up very interestingly, almost like, what's that called? Barbershop stripe on one side, but then very neon vomit on the other side. Ryan has chosen Balerion. Believes he is the biggest, fiercest dragon alive, even though he fits in the palm of your hand. Actually, this one is a little bit too big. He enjoys dramatic entrances, loud roars, and guarding imaginary treasure. That's okay. We'll let it slide on this one. I think most of it fits.
I mean, it's still kind of, you can still palm him.
I mean, I have big adult hands though. Then we have this one, which I matched the colors to this Premier Basics tie-dye. I don't know what this color is called, but I really like the burnt orange and the hot pink in it. This one's going to be Moonbeam. Is soft-spoken and shy, but incredibly loving. Once she warms up to you, she prefers quiet nights, soft blankets, and bedtime cuddles. Give it up for Moonbeam. Okay, then we have this one with the bulging eyes and the little itty bitty wings. This is also Premier tie-dye, and this was the first time that I've ever used this color variation in it, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I would normally not pair these colors together, but I'm happy that they did. And then for the wings, I used Hobby Lobby Sparkle Velvet, but because that yarn is so much thinner, the wings are just itty bitty compared to the body. What are we thinking? Okay, Ryan has picked Legolas. Fast, elegant, and impossible to sneak up on. He enjoys climbing shelves, sitting in high places, and judging everyone from above.
Because I figured he has small wings, so he's not able to fly so good, so he has to climb.
That's true. And you know what? It fits with his bulging eyes. I didn't use synchro-backs on it, so they're just like popping out of his head. So that works. That's appropriate. Okay, we've got another baby-friendly one. This is Raspberry Kisses in Bernat Baby Blanket with a Elise Veluto cream-colored stripe. I told you guys I had a lot of dragons. We still have more. I hope you're enjoying this part of the video. Naming all of them. All right, this is going to be Seraphina. I like this one. Seraphina is elegant and graceful with a soft but powerful presence. She loves shiny treasures and dramatic entrances. Put that on her. And Miss Seraphina, I actually named her. This is going to be niche, but if you know, you know. I named her after the cat from Barbie Princess and the Pauper. Enough said. Next up, we have another baby-friendly one. Oh, this is that same yarn that I used for the turtle shells. Oh, look, they go together. They're little friends. But this one's got really sweet, soft blue Elise Veluto wings. This yarn was not a pleasure to work with, let me tell you. Ryan has chosen Comet for this one. He moves fast, talks fast, and thinks every moment should be an adventure. If something exciting is happening, he will absolutely be involved. That also sounds like a toddler. All right, next we have this one inspired by Toothless, but for the ha-has, we're going to name him Hiccup. Is curious, inventive, and always trying to figure out how things work. He may accidentally cause a little chaos, but always with good intentions. So you shall henceforth be known as not Toothless. Because he's not toothless. He looks different, despite his little red fin. This next one is very summery, very neon. You can hardly even see him on the camera because of how neon this guy is with the Parfait Pom Pom wings. This one we're going to name Vesper. Vesper comes alive in the evening and loves twilight skies. He is the perfect dragon companion for cozy nighttime vibes. Oh no, I accidentally ripped this tag. I gotta repunch it. I double-stranded Big Twist Posh with this one, so it's very thick. This is a very sturdy dragon. All right, next up we have this one, which is the new Bernat Ethereal Stripes. One of them, I made a few of these. So incredibly soft. This one's name is going to be Pebble. Pebble is tiny but mighty. He may be small enough to fit in your pocket, but he has the attitude of a giant dragon. If this is not a flamboyant dragon, then I don't know what is. Maybe this one, honestly. Okay, next up we have Bumblebee inspired Nyx the Dragon. This one we're going to name Elowin. Elowen is gentle and peaceful, happiest in quiet places surrounded by nature. She enjoys flowers, sunshines, and long naps. Sunshine. I think I added an S to sunshine. But that sounds like a bee. We have Bee Dragon number 2, but this one's smaller, appropriately named Arwen. Arwen is graceful, gentle, and loves moonlit walks through the garden. She prefers flowers, sparkles, and soft music over noisy adventures. That sounds like me. I may have written that out of an autobiography stance. Then we have this one, which is a ton of fun. This one's going to be named Norbert. Norbert was hatched too early and still think he's much bigger than he actually is. He loves roaring at squirrels, birds, and vacuum cleaners. Maybe a biography on my dog Paisley. Then we have this burnout baby blanket with the midnight blue wings. This one is Violet. Violet is sweet, brave, and smarter than she looks. She loves books, rainy days, and curling up somewhere cozy. Yes, most of my dragons enjoy cozy vibes because if you know me, well, I am the celestial homebody for a reason. This one is one of my favorite dragons. Look at how colorful. He looks like a circus, and I absolutely adore it. This one is going to be appropriately named Pippin, as in the musical. Pippin is always getting into trouble in the cutest way possible. He loves snacks, chaos, and pressing buttons he's not supposed to touch. Yeah, he's my favorite. Pippin, I think, has won my heart even more now, giving him a character to this fun color combo. Then we have this one. This is more of that burnout ethereal stripes. This one we're going to name Daenerys. Daenerys may be small now, but she already carries herself like a queen. She loves warm cuddles and dreams of ruling a kingdom of snacks. I did change the spelling of her name from like the Game of Thrones Daenerys so that it would be a little bit easier for people to pronounce if they're unfamiliar with Dene. Almost done. Couple more. Then we have this one, which is kind of like a bumblebee, but it's Little Mermaid colors. This one is going to be Bellatrix. Is dramatic, fearless, and always wants to be the center of attention. She has a fiery personality and a very loud roar for such a tiny dragon. Then we have this one, which was also made with burnout ethereal stripes, but a different colorway with orange and hot pink. This one is going to be named Emberwing. Emberwing has a warm heart and a mischievous streak. She loves campfires, toasting marshmallows, and cuddling up after a long day. This one I made around Christmas time, but didn't have a market to take it to, so it is like gingerbread Christmas inspired, but I didn't make any Christmas inspired names. So for this guy, we're gonna go with Frodo. Frodo is shy at first, but once he trusts you, he becomes your loyal sidekick. He loves quiet evenings, cozy blankets, and second breakfasts. And potatoes! Boil and mash and put them in a stew. Then we have this neon green one with Premier Basic Chenille tie-dye wings. This one's name is going to be Zephyr. Zephyr is a gentle breeze of a dragon who loves flying, dreams, and peaceful naps. He prefers cuddles, quiet moments, and soft pillows. I told you, a lot of my dragons are just little cuddly, cozy creatures. They're not out for blood. Well, some of them are. Okay, and finally, last but certainly not least, we have this little burnout frosting next to the dragon with baby-friendly eyes. This one's name is going to be Falcor. Lucky dragon who loves making new friends. He brings good fortune, cozy vibes, and just a little bit of mischief wherever he goes. This one's appropriate for him because he is very cozy looking, like with this yarn, but also something in his beady little slit eye says, I've got a mischievous side. And that is all my Nyx the Dragon. So now let's count them.
For now.
That's true, for now. I might have more, but I think these are all of them. How many name tags do I have left?
6.
I might need to make 6 more dragons so that I can...
I'm fairly certain we have dragons left over from other markets.
Really? Okay,
so.
we might get there. We might have more. But for right now, we have 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
30 Nyx the Dragon so far. Also, I apologize if you were counting stitches during that. Okay, moving on from the dragons for now. Okay, next up we have Bob Marley. This is a pattern by Eclectic Scribbles that I modified to look like a jellyfish, but he also looks like Bob Marley. So we're gonna say Bob Marley troll. Okay, so this is what the pattern is supposed to look like. I added little moss for him, all Eclectic Scribbles. This one is my modified version. I'm gonna put the same price on both of them. And we're going to do $49 on both of these. Then we have a Batsmaru Boba. This was a pattern test that I did for, what's her name? Yarn Bubbles, I think is the creator's name. This guy's a good size. He took a lot of yarn. He's as big as my head. And I have a big head. So, good size. You'd probably have a stomach ache if you drank all this. We're gonna do $39 on him. Okay, then we have a few little jellyfish that are baby friendly with embroidered eyes. I'm gonna put the same price on all of them. I think I have 3 in here. Yeah, even though some are bigger than others, I will just put them out one at a time since they're all relatively the same. This one has purple tentacles. I just free-handed these. So we'll say 3 jellyfish. We're gonna do 22 on these. These little tentacles take a long time. If you've ever made these little spiral curly whirlies, you know, they are not quick. And crocheting into the chain, whew. Then we have Frankie the Frog. This is just a one-off, so he's probably gonna go in the Misfit bin. We're gonna do 18 on Frankie. I have a few loaf cats in here, but I'm gonna set these to the side because I know that I have more loaf cats elsewhere. Okay, we've got a couple big ones. I wasn't sure if I was gonna sell her, but I'm listing her on the website. We have the original Moonkeeper. This is a pattern that I wrote, and she was the very first version of it. She's got little heart-shaped ears. She is big, she is beautiful, she is bedazzled, and she has hand-painted eyes. She is humongous. So I have 2, but this one is a lot smaller. Same exact pattern, I just placed things a little bit differently when I sewed them on. Also hand-painted eyes, gigantic 35mm eyes. I think I'm gonna put the same price on them because they were the same amount of work. Even though this one's a lot smaller. This one I just used Big Twist Posh for it. And I think we're gonna go, well, I don't know, should I price this one the same? We're gonna go Big Moonkeeper, I guess we'll call it. And then Little Moonkeeper. Okay, I'm going $135 on the big. And then on the little with the custom hand-painted eyes, those are, by the way, are little stickers that are on top of the eyes. And then I did a layer of resin on top of there, and they're color shifting purple to green. They're so pretty. I'm going to do $115 on the little one with her sparkly inner ears. Oh my gosh, I love her. I also need to take pictures of all this stuff, so that's also on the to-do list before we put them away. Okay, and then the last thing in this bag is another pattern test that I did. I don't remember the creator's name. Gosh, I'm so bad at names. This is bad. But this is a little Appa. Are you kidding me? They are so cute. So I did 4 of these. I don't think that those are going to go in the misfit bin. I will probably set aside, set all 4 of them out because I did do different colors on them. I did some with brown, some with gray, some with lighter brown. They're all different colors. So I like to set all of them out. So I need to make a sign for those. We're going to put $20 on those. They're fairly quick, but they take more time than like the dragons do. And if the dragons are 18, then I think 20 is a good price for these. On my list, I'm going to highlight the ones that I need to make tags for.
You mean signs for?
Yes. Signs. Thank you, Ryan. I need to make signs. All right, we're done with the first page. On to the back side. Okay, this is an older bag. I've had this stuff for a little bit. So first up, we have a Lassie. This is my pattern. It's a modular pattern, so you can either make it a dinosaur or a plesiosaur to be like Nessie the Loch Ness Monster, but I made her look like a flower. This one already has a tag on it. She is $59. She is gigantic, so that one's easy. Lassie Dino, quantity 1, $59. Then we have the Lassie, or I'm sorry, the Nessie version. So this is the pattern. Look at her eyes. I painted them so that they were sparkly and also had these little light reflections in them. She's got pastel rainbow spikes. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is 2:00 in the morning, so sorry if my speech is no worky. This one I have a $99 price on, and she's gonna stay at $99. She took a ton of time and also is gigantic.
Also available in stickers.
Oh yeah, also my stickers. Well, she was inspired by my sticker design that I actually need to cut. Okay, oh, I found some more Nicks. Okay, we'll go over those in a sec. I have some loaf unicorns. This is also my pattern. These are inspired by My Little Pony characters. These I sell for, I don't remember how much I sell these for. 15 maybe? They're really big. This loaf unicorn pattern is one of my best-selling patterns of all time. I wrote it, gosh, about a year ago now. And these loaf unicorns sell well for me. They're very cute. I put them in little carriers when people purchase them, and the little kids absolutely lose their minds over it. It's precious. These are not going to be individually tagged, but I do need to make a new sign for them because my sign got thrown away. Loaf unicorn. Do you remember how much I sell those for, Ryan? I don't even remember right now.
I thought you sold them for $25, and I also thought Nicks were $25 too.
They were $25 when we did the Renaissance Fair, but I've since been selling them, the Nicks the Dragons, for $18s.
Oh, okay.
I feel like for the convention, I can probably price up for them, but for a regular market, I think I'm going to stay at $18.
Okay.
Because they fly at 18. No pun intended, because they're dragons.
Yeah, because I think whenever you did the carriers, it was always the unicorns
and the Nicks the Dragons. They were. That was originally for the Renaissance Fair.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm going to make up a price right now for them. I'm going to go 15 on them. We've got this mint with rainbow hair one. These are fun to make too. They go pretty quick. Okay, I might come across more. For right now, we've got 4. Oh gosh, okay, there's a lot in here. We have more turtles. Okay, we have Flower Pals. This is another one of my patterns. These are very quick and easy to make, and I have a bunch of these. Flower Pals. They sold really well for me around like springtime and Mother's Day especially. And then Flower Pals I'm selling for 10. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At all. Okay, 8 for right now, but I might come across more. I'm gonna do, we had 4 loaf unicorns. I'm gonna get my whiteout out so that way we can just white out if I need to, because I'm writing in pen. I don't like writing in pencils. Anybody else like that? Like it gives me the ick. I don't know why. Okay, in here we have some, oh, here's another loaf unicorn. So that's 5. We have some turtles. So these are bigger. Here are the little Myrtle the turtles. This, I think I used a free blog pattern for these, but these are much larger. So we put an $18 price on the little turtles. These ones, here's the size difference again, up close. And I also use bigger hand painted eyes on these. These ones are gonna be 28. So I need to make sure I distinguish large sea turtles. And I think these are gonna be individually priced, Ryan.
Okay.
So 28 on all of these. So there's 1, 2, this is my Lisa Frank turtle as I call her. Look at those eyes. They're white pupils too. 2. This one's really pretty with more hand-painted eyes that I put little stars in. This one looks like a watermelon with gigantic eyes because I thought that it would look cute. Oh my god, those eyes are humongous. But it looks like a watermelon. That's 4. We have a strawberry turtle for 5. I think that's all of them. Yes, that is all. 5 large sea turtles. Okay, in here we have 1 rogue blue chicken, and the reason why it's not with the other blue chickens is because we tried a new yarn and it looks stupid with this line, but we're gonna go ahead and include it in the blue chicken count, even though it does look a little off. Oh my gosh, this guy I have had for forever, since my very first market. It is a weighted cloud pillow, and I made it to as a sensory thing. It's so soft and huggable, and it's just ever so slightly weighted, and it's got this sweet little embroidered face on it, which took me forever to do because I had to cut the fur around the eye so that you could actually see it. I think this one's on the website for $28. Honestly, I'm not even going to bring it to market. I don't want to put it out anymore. I don't want people to be touching it because it is meant to be like a cozy, safe space kind of thing. So this one's going to be website only. Then this is another one that I've had for forever, and I absolutely hate looking at it. This one I've had an $85 price tag on it because it took me so long. It is a wrist wrap dragon, so it can wrap around your wrist like that, and you can bring it to the Renaissance fair or whatever. But I'm going to lower the price on it because, again, it's another one of those that I am just tired of looking at and ready to see go to its new home. So we're going to say lower it to 65. You can just cross it out. Then we have a seasonal Christmas tree that was squished for $25. I remember getting this pattern on Etsy, but I don't remember who it's by, unfortunately. We have my bag of gummy worms, again, patterned by me. This is a free tutorial on my YouTube channel. How many of these do I have left? I am getting dangerously low on them. The bag is not very full at all. Oh yeah, I've only got 4 gummy worms in here, but they are bendable. They're like little fidgets. So yeah, 4 gummy worms, and they're all green and yellow variants. So interesting to note. I sell these for $8. Gummy worms. So this is going to need to go on my list of to make for sure. But these can stay in their little bag here. Okay, then I have dragon eggs that have rattles in them for babies. I made these all for the Renaissance Festival. And I made like no sales there because it was absolutely dead. Highly recommend the vlog if you have never seen my Renaissance Festival vlog. It was an absolute nightmare of a market, but good time to look back on. I look back on it fondly, to be honest with you. Kind of a vibe. Not a vibe that you want to be at, but to look at somebody else be at, it's a vibe. I made a bunch of these. So these are, I'm decreasing to $5. I originally had an $8 price on them because of the cost of the rattle on the inside. But we are going to decrease them because I'm sick of looking at them. I did have fun making them though. I don't remember if I used a pattern for these or if I just freehanded them. I'm pretty sure I just freehanded them because they're all different sizes. So we've got quite a few of these. I used a lot of Burnout Mystical for them, all the different shades. And when I display these, I display them in a little basket with one of my dragons for sale, like wrapped around the basket. So many of these, you guys. I am going to be hatching dragon eggs for the rest of my life. Oh my gosh, there's more!
Well, it makes sense why I have so many Nyx the Dragons.
That's true. I do have a lot of Nyx the Dragons, so maybe these are all of the little eggs. You know what? I might start offering like a free dragon egg with a purchase of a Nyx the Dragon because I have so many of these. I think that's all of them, Ryan. How many is that?
I'm counting.
Oh, can you count for
Yes.
me? Oh, nope, here's another one. One stray green. 19 dragon eggs. Yeah, we might be giving those away for free with the Nyxes. Speaking of which, we have 4 more to show you. So we've got this one. We need names for these, right?
Okay.
Well, these are the 4 if you want to pick their names. All right, this one is going to be named Stardust. Stardust is a magical dragon who believes every night is meant for adventure. She loves constellations, sparkles, and wishes made on shooting stars. So wholesome. Then we have this one, baby-friendly, non-safety eyes. This one is going to be Gimli. Maybe small, but he is fearless and stubborn. He loves snacks, naps, and pretending he is much tougher than he really is. Then we have this one. She's pretty. Flower Power, I believe, is the name of this burnout or basic chenille tie-dye. This one is going to be Aria. Aria is quick, clever, and always sneaking into places she shouldn't be. She has a mischievous streak, but is fiercely loyal to her human. Also, these tags, please pay no attention to the awful printer job. My printer was being a butthole and not wanting to print correctly, and I was just at my wit's end with it. So we're just going with this. And then finally we have this soft purple and yellow dragon. This one is going to be Little Miss Luna. Luna is dreamy, magical, and often stares outside the window for no reason. She loves stars, moonlight, and collecting tiny treasures. This was the one that I was saying was based off of Luna Lovegood. Okay, so that, I think, is officially all the Nyx the Dragon. So we need to add that to our total, making it 34 baby dragons. You know what? I think that that's the most quantity that I have in any one item, which is fine because they always sell so well for me. And they are a blast and a half to make. I absolutely love making that pattern. So you got to make what you love, you know? Otherwise, what's the point? Then we have this snake that is nothing special. It's just a snake. $18 on it. That's literally, I don't know. It's just a snake. I don't know what else to say about it. Snake. or a snick. Do the kids still say snick? I don't know, but they did when I was teaching 5th grade. Then we have this snick who's 20, but he has wire in him, so he can get you. Ooh, I didn't like that. I am not a fan of the snicks. You know what? You can cross that off and put 18 on that one too. So in my notes here, I can just put quantity 2 at 18. Okay, then we have this guy. He is a big frog. I think this was a free Instagram pattern. The snakes, by the way, free-handed. I have a $28 price on him because his materials were a lot. So we're going to keep him at 28. We're going to call it flower frog because it has a little flower on its head. Then we have a bunch of Junimo from the game Stardew Valley. So I've got a red, a purple. I just free-handed these, by the way. A pink, a blue, who is squished. 2 more red. So the reds are like the least popular color. 2 more reds. Another pink and a yellow. These guys are so cute. Those are fun to make too. And then a couple of random things in here. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 Junimo. Those are 25 each. Okay, then we have a couple chicken nugget keychains, which I normally display in my little chicken nugget container. I'm going to need to make more of these because last time I sold at a convention, these were flying at $10 a pop. At a normal market, I sell them for $5, but I always charge a little bit more at conventions because the booth fee is astronomical. We're talking like $1,000 for a booth fee for a few days. Chicken nuggets. I also need to make a sign for these, or if I don't make any more of them, then I'll just throw these into my keychain basket. But as of right now, we only have 3, and I'm just going to put a $5 price on them for right now. We also have this little itty bitty baby octo. We can put an individual price on this, Ryan, for $5. Normally for my baby octos, I do 8, but they're a lot bigger. This one, I was running out of yarn, so I only did this little bitty one. That bag also had some loaf cats, but I'm going to wait till we get to the rest of the loaf cats. We've only gone through 2 bags, you guys. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, so we might need to pause this and finish it another day. Oh, this one's got some fun stuff. Okay, this one is listed on the website. She's a little smushed, but this is my giant Luna moth with custom hand-painted eyes by yours truly. She is huge. She is beautiful. Little fur antenna. Maybe doing this another night will help me not say so much because my brain is like, I'm really tired. But this one is by Zero Gravity Crochet, I believe. And I don't know if I want to even bring her to market or if I just want to keep her as a website exclusive because she takes a lot of room in the body bags, and also I don't want her to get smushed. So I think we're just going to leave her without a tag, but we can put her over on the couch. I don't remember the price that I put on her. I'd have to check the website. I listed her right after I made her, so it was fresher in my mind, the cost of material and stuff. Okay, here's another big one. We have K-Pop Demon Hunter's Rumi. I did hot glue her hair, so she does have some hot glue feeling on her head, but she's great if you just want to display her. Normally on my dolls at conventions, I do $150, and yes, they do sell at $150. I'm going to do $115 on her. She took a very, very long time. That hair though, oh my goodness. I remember that being like chain 200 something. It was crazy, and you had to do it multiple times to create the braid, and she is a good size too. Next up, we have some demigorgons. This is a pattern by Just a Mom Crocheting, although I think you can only get the baby demigorgon pattern now on her Ko-fi. It's no longer available on Etsy, but I have quite a few of those. So this is number 3. This is probably not a good video for you to watch if you're counting stitches, because I'm just like shouting out numbers every which way. I have more than 3. I think they're in a different bag. I want to say I have 6. But I'll write down 3 for right now. I'm gonna put a $20 price on those. Those take a while. Okay, hang on. We've got more over here. Ryan says he can see them through the bag. Was it this one? Yes. So these ones are in gray. So I have 3 in tan, and I believe 3 in gray. Or did I do 6 in gray, actually? Six in gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are there more? 9. 9 get demigorgon. Gotta wait out my measly little 3. I think I'm going to finish these 2 bags, and then we'll come out to finish the final 4 another day, because we need to go in and go to bed. Okay, we have a seahorse. This is by Crochet Grove. Seahorse, we only have 1 of him, and we're going to go 45 on that guy. And then also by Crochet Grove, we have Miss Flamingo here. That's a fun pattern. She's going to be more expensive though, because she's a lot larger and took longer. She's got fluff coming off of her. We're going to go 59 on her. Then we have Hello Kitty Mercat, which I never went back and fixed her face. But I think she's kind of charming now. Honestly, looking at her again, she's kind of charming. I think we could use a little bit of white in the eyes, but I like her just the way she is. Hello Kitty Mercat. That's the right term, right? I think so. She's going to be 65. Knotting Hook Crochets. Nibbles the Mouse, inspired by If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. I might have 2 of these. I sell these for $25, and they have sold fairly well for me. I might be finding another one though that I'll come across later. Then we have this sweet little mallard goose. I don't remember who this pattern is by, but I really like it, and I think I made another variant. Gosh, see, it's been so long since I've made all of these, you guys, that I don't remember, and none of this stuff is organized. This is part of why I'm doing this. So we'll just say mallard for now, because I remember doing another one. Was it just a duck? I don't remember. Or a goose, I mean. We're gonna go 28 on the mallard. Oh my goodness, look at this big girl. She's squished from being in the bag, but this is a giant elephant by Kira Crochet. Kira Creates, something along those lines. This one took forever, and I used Fluffy Flex on it, which is not a super quick yarn to work with because it's very dense. But she turned out adorable in the pink. She reminds me of a circus animal cookie, which I'm still PO'd that they changed the formula of, by the way. Pink elephant. Only one of her. She is one of a kind, and she is going to be 69. Teehee.
Teehee.
I have a few platypus that are Perry colored, and then with these I give them little hats So they can be a platypus or Perry the platypus. And now Dr. Doofenshmirtz is kind of an inside joke on the channel. Comment if you know why, if you're in on the inside joke. But I have 4 platypuses and 4 little hats. I actually just started making some more of these this week, so I'll add 5 more to this, which will get me through a few markets, I think. I sell the platypus for $18, and they sell great at that price. Then we have a very niche one. We have Brewster from Animal Crossing. He looks like a Weebles Wobble, and he's weighted with a water bottle inside of there. Look at his little coffee cup. I love him. Lots of felt work on Brewster here. I am going to go 65 on him. This is a more niche character, so you don't see a lot of him. Then we have a Peep Chick that I have had for a very long time. This was a free YouTube tutorial. I have an $8 price on it, but this is getting slashed down to $3 because I'm sick of looking at it. So we can slash that down, please, good sir. Filled up another page. Now we have a little hammerhead shark. I forgot who this is by. I got the pattern in a pack on Etsy though, with like a whale shark, a hammerhead, and a great white. This thing took me way too long. It took me over an hour for how big this is. So this was a one-off thing. This is definitely going in the misfit bin, and I think we're going to do $12 on it, which is not worth the time in my opinion. Then we have some Derpy Tigers. This is my pattern. I have more of these, but 2 for right now. And then these I need to make a sign for. And I also need to make a sign for axolotls, which are next. I have 4 pink ones here, but I do have more. I went through an axolotl making phase. This pattern is by Knotting Hook Crochet. They come out a really good size. I use demi pearl on them, and they are large and in charge. So 4 for right now until we come across the others. They're not in this bag next to me. They're back behind me somewhere. We've got a lot of big things in this bag. We have, oh, she's pretty, Princess Celestia with hand-cut felt eyes. Oof! Oh my goodness. Gorgianie. All right, Celestia. You know what? Honestly, if she doesn't sell at like the first market that I take her to, I might keep her for myself. Her hair. Oh my goodness. That was a lot of work. A lot of yarn. A lot of time crocheting into a chain. We are going to go 75 on her, which I think at a convention we could probably get more, to be honest with you. You know what? We're going to do 85. And if she doesn't sell at my convention markets, then we'll drop it. But I think that she is worth 85. And I do think that we could get that at a convention crowd with the convention crowd. Oh my goodness, this one. This was one of the most involved patterns I have ever done. Holy color changes, Batman. Front and back. All of these parts. This took me close to 7 hours to do and like 4 skeins of yarn. So yeah, also hand painted eyes. So this one, I forgot the creator's name. Naughty, it might be Nerdy Knots by Brie. That might be the creator's name. So this is Umbreon / Espeon, only one. This one's going to be $1.99. This is going to be probably the most expensive thing, but it's very soft, very, very soft. Then we have Forest Guardian, mushroom inspired Forest Guardian. I modified the pattern on this to add a little bag to it, like my Moonkeeper, and also change the horns to be little mushrooms and hand painted mushroom themed eyes. Forest Guardian. This one's very large too because I used demi pearl, which is not a cheap yarn, but it does work up a really nice size. And I think I used either a 7 or an 8 millimeter hook on her. We're going to go 125 on Forest Guardian, especially for a convention. If my prices seem high, I'm thinking convention crowd. They are a little high for standard market. This is a happy little rainbow cloud with some embroidered details. This one's very fun to, I was gonna say fondle, but I feel like that's inappropriate. We're gonna call it a rainbow cloud. We're gonna go 29 on that one. Then we have another pony. This one is inspired by I almost said Sunset Shimmer, Starlight Glimmer. Look, they couldn't have named them any more similarly, okay? So this is the Glim Glam pony. And we're going to price her a little bit less than Celestia. And we did 85 on Celestia. We're going to go 79 on her because she was a little less work with less hair. Oh, I found a few more Derpy Tigers, like I said. So that's 3 more, I think, unless there's more in here. Okay, no, just 3 more. So that brings us to 5. I feel like I maybe should make some more of those. They're pretty quick. These guys take me like 45 minutes for a $20 price is pretty good. They're completely no-sew outside of the embroidery. You can crochet the tail in or you can sew it. I just sew it because I like having more customization over the placement of it. Then we have another one of my patterns. This is Little Lazy Pig. I have a lazy pig and lazy cow pattern. The other one is a Highland cow, which sold to somebody a while ago. And you can have them laying down, or you can turn their body around and then turn their head around, and then they're standing up. And of course, don't put the tail right here because then it would look a little bizarre. Lazy Pig. This one's probably going to go into the Misfit bin. Again, it's a little large for the Misfit bin, but I only have one, and I do want to get around to making more of these because farm animals sell really well in my area and at like fall festivals and things like that are just like smaller town gatherings. I think I'm going to put an $18 price on these. They take me less than an hour to do. We have another large one here. We have Big Playful Toothless the Dragon, who is all disheveled from being in the body bag for months. But this one's got beautiful holographic green eyes. His back legs stand up again when they're not disheveled, and then his little tail curves too. This one is a lot of fun, and his little head tilts. This is by Snugglebeans Crochet. This took me forever and a day. I remember being so ready to be done with this make. But we finished it, and you guys loved it when I showed it off in this week's makes. This guy, I think we're going to do 99 on. He took a lot of yarn. He took over a full skein of Bernat, if I remember correctly. Then we have this little fella right here, who I will never ever make again because it was a pain. He's a little bit too big for the Misfit bin, so he'll just sit up on a shelf though. By his little lonesome, but he will have an individual tag, and we're going to try 29. We might decrease that price, but we're going to try 29, especially for the convention crowd. The last thing that I have was a pattern test for Old Soul Factory. This is Luffy from One Piece. He sits, and he's very cute. I should have made his arms longer because he's like stretchy, but I followed the pattern because it was a pattern test. And his hat is removable, and I think it's adorable. I love this Bernat Mystical in the sunshine color because it makes it look like a straw hat that, you know, that Luffy wears. Oh, his head is so wobbly and I love it. And I hand painted his eyes. They are just white, but I did take the time and materials to paint those. We're gonna go 69 on Luffy. Okay, so although we have 4 more bags to go, I'm going to call it a night because it is 3 o'clock in the morning and I am dying to go take off my clown makeup and shower. So we will get back to this in a few days. Warning, the next time you see me might be a jump scare because I'm probably not going to have makeup on. But we'll finish up the rest of this inventory. As I've suspected already so far, most of it is large items, which is not ideal for markets. So I'm going to need to really like put my head down and get to work on those small items, which I don't like making as much as the big items. Besides dragons, I don't really like making them as much. Oh, I do have some blue chickens here. Hang on, let's count these really quick because I forgot that I set them aside from that bag. And I think this is the extent of my blue chickens, but I have other colors in a different bag. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this random one. So we've got 6 blue chickens, which is better than I thought that we had. I thought that we only had 2 or 3, but I forgot that I made some at another market of mine. So those are also $18, just like the speckled ones are. And again, same pitch to you about these. They turn out a really good size for not a lot of time. These ones I do a purple comb and a blue body inspired by the game Stardew Valley, and especially with the con crowd, they love this because it is like a representation of a much beloved video game. So those can go away. Ryan has been hard at work setting up everything on the couch for me. I'm gonna give you an update of what it looks like. I don't know how we're gonna have room for all of this still. But there it is so far. Look at all the dragons. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the dragons take the entire
Okay, I will see you in a few days when we finish this very large endeavor. And we're back. I wore the same headband and the same shirt for a little bit of continuity, but it is the next night. Also, I was editing the first part of the video today, and I realized that there is like a hum in the background, and I apologize for that. It is my dehumidifier, and I have to keep it running in here. Normally, when I'm using my fancy microphone, it tunes that out for the most part, but since we're just on my iPhone today, and yesterday that is, unfortunately it's picking up that hum, so I am so sorry if that bothers you. Hopefully it's like a little bit of white noise, it calms you. Okay, we're back at it today to hopefully finish up everything. It's only 10 p.m. so we've got some time. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to take stock of is my Snuggle Sprites. If you've never seen my Snuggle Sprites, this is also my pattern. I made a bunch of them. They're all available on my Etsy website, the patterns that is, and I am actually going to be listing all of my original Snuggle Sprites that I used for the pattern pictures and everything. So these are special to me, but I don't want to have them anymore because they take up a ton of space. So I have 7 in total, and I'm going to put a $59 price on all of these, which in my opinion is a little cheap. Ryan, do you think we should go up to like 65? I mean, these are like 3-4 hour projects, and they're very large. They're 2 feet tall, over 2 feet tall. They're meant for like little kids to like snuggle. I'm gonna go with my gut and I'm gonna say 65, and it's always easier to lower prices than it is to raise them, especially if you're at a multi-day event. And I feel comfortable going 65 on these, if not more. Bless you. That was a pretty dainty sneeze. Normally Ryan has obnoxious man sneezes. That was nice. That was very dainty, very demure. Anyway, so here we have Finnegan the Fox. This is Faye the Fawn. This is Blossom the Bunny. Her little cottontail, and I gave her some blush. All of these, by the way, have embroidered eyes because I wrote this pattern specifically for littles. So when I did the mock-ups of all of them, I gave them all embroidered eyes. I think when I display these at market, I want to get like a pegboard sort of situation so that I can, for lack of a better term, impale the back of them and have them like hanging on that hooks, I guess you could say, but you won't see the hooks because they're going to be in the back of them, maybe 2 or 4 of them through the back, and then that way you can see them all, or the customers can see them all in their glory. I think that they would display really nicely that way, of course, if they don't sell on the website. Anyways, Blossom the Bunny. This one is one of the most popular in the patterns. This is Maisie the Ballerina Mouse. I made a Nutcracker version of her around Christmas time and she sold almost immediately. So we love good old Maisie and they are huge. Next up is Clover the Cow. I absolutely adore the color combo on her. The yellow and then the what is this called? Blossom or Bloom or something like that. It's Sweet Snuggles Light, but I know that Parfait has a very similar color scheme, but it's a little bit smaller of a yarn, but they have like the Bloom series and it's very pretty paired with the yellow. Technically she's a calf, but then we have Lulu the Lamb. Lulu is named after my sister's Prius. Her the quick story behind that is that when Michaela and I were younger, she's 3 years younger than me, we were really into Webkins. Who remembers Webkins? Hands up in the comments. And we got Webkins for Christmas one year, and my sister got a penguin, and then she went to the website to like name the penguin, but she was like 6 and didn't know how to spell, so she wanted to spell it Lulu, but she named it Lolo, like Lolo. And then that kind of just became like a little joke in the family. She had Lulu the penguin. I think I got a moose that I named Murray that year. And then when she got older and bought a Prius, she named her Prius Lulu, spelt Lolo. And then when I was making the lamb, I thought that it would be cute as an honor to little Lulu Webkins penguin, although I did spell it correctly. So this is Lulu. I gave her the same like bloom patch here, but obviously in a different color because this one's purple. This one is my favorite of the bunch. This is the unicorn, Luna the unicorn. She's got pink hooves and a super soft purple body. She is sparkly. It doesn't come up super well on camera, but I used Burnout Baby Sparkle on her, and the embroidery on the eyes on this is peak, if I do say so myself. I peaked here. I've never been able to recreate eye embroidery this good. So I hope that she goes to a good home. I just picture like a little like 3-year-old walking around with it, and I love it. I could save it for my own daughter, but she has so many stuffed animals. I make her stuff all the time. So that is all of the Snuggle Sprites, right, Ryan?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 7 of them. So all of those will be going to market and hopefully selling soon because all of those take up like an entire body bag in and of itself. And I didn't have those in storage, so we have not even touched the 4 that we left last night. So there's that. Okay, let's move on to the next one. First, I need a drink. This is hibiscus green tea, herbal tea, and it tastes like a Bath and Body Works candle. I don't know how I feel about it. Yes, I do. I hate it. You got tags on all those?
Nope.
Oh, can you put tags on all? 65 is what we landed on.
Okay.
Thank you. Ooh, okay, this is a fun bag. Okay, let's start with the little things. So I have a bunch of this is another one of my patterns. This is Coochie Copy from Bob's Burgers, but I wrote this pattern to have a super quick no-sew little alien guy to sell at conventions. So I made a bunch of these, and the yarn that I used on this is Burnout Baby Sparkle in the color, I want to say it's called Limeade, but it's like this really neon, very unique shade of green yellow. So I made 6 of these, I believe. 5, yep. 6 little Coochie Copies. I haven't decided what price I'm going to put on those. I honestly don't remember how long they took me to do. Not very long at all. I want to say like less than a half an hour. Coochie Copy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm going to do... for the convention crowd, I'm going to do a $20 price, which is the same as what I'm putting on the Appas. Although, okay, wait a second. For convention markets, I sell my loaf cats for $20 and they fly. So I have to base all of my other stuff off of this $20 price. This takes me longer than this. So it should be a little bit more expensive. But especially for conventions, since a lot of people don't carry a lot of cash, I like having even numbers. So 20, 25, 30, etc. Occasionally I'll do like an 18 or a 32 or something like that, but that's rare because I want to make it just easy. Like if somebody has 2 20s, just make it $40 instead of $39. So, should I go up on these and the Appas? I might. We're going to go 25 on them and we'll see how they do. At a normal market, that's not a convention, they will not be priced at that, but having vended at a few convention markets, I think that they'll sell for 25. You'd be surprised. You would be so surprised how willing people are to drop money, especially on fandom things at conventions. And I would know because I'm one of those people who may or may not go and spend all of their market earnings on other Artist Alley booths on fandom things that I like. Okay, hang on. Let me change before I forget. Where is it? The Appas. And I also, oh, there it is. I do need to make a price sign as well for the Coochie Copies, although I could just put them in like the same area as the Appas. I don't think I'm going to use one of my little acrylic bins for them because I think that they're too big. I don't know that they'll fit. So I'll probably just reserve a shelf and I'll just put a $25 price tag and then display the Coochie Copies as well as the Appas and maybe also the Junimo. I think I put a $28 on the Junimo, but we can go down to 25 so that they can all just be the same price on the same shelf. That's going to make it easier. Okay, so 6 of those guys. Next we have this mermaid that I hated making. I remember I made this in a vlog on the channel and I had to put her in timeout for a few days because I just wasn't having it. She has a gigantic head that's a little wobbly, but I do like how her tail worked up with the variegated yarn. She is also huge. I told you guys, I like making big plushies. That is what I like making. So I make a lot of them. Although in here, there's some smaller things, including another gigantic thing. Okay, I think mermaid. Oh yeah, also, these are hand-painted eyes by me. They have little bubbles in them. They were inspired by Glinda the Good Witch from Wicked. Mermaid doll. We're going to put 85, you think?
Sure.
I think that's fair. She used a lot of yarn because of how big she is, and also a lot of stuffing. That stuffing the head was a challenge because it was just a big round void space, so I had to shove so much stuffing in there. Okay, next up we have a bunch more axolotls. So I think I made an even number of pinks, blues, and golds. But let's see, this is what the blues look like. This is the golds. I used demi pearl on these. This is the same pattern as those pink ones that I showed you yesterday by Knotting Hook Crochet. So that's 3 gold, 3 blue, 4, 5 blue. I went cray at making the axolotl. Oh, here's another pink. Okay, so this is good because we can get all of the axolotls together since they were separated from their family. Is that it?
No, there's one literally right on top. You just touched it.
Oh, I just touched it. Another pink. So did I make more than 3 golds? I swear that I did. Oh yeah, here's another one. Oh, yep, they just fell down in the corner. 2 more, so that's 5 golds. Okay, I think that's it. Ryan, how many total axolotls is that? I'm not gonna go by a color on those.
5 gold, 5 blue, 6 pink, so 16.
16, that's a lot. What was I thinking? I didn't even market test those. Though a lot of people have told me the axolotls sell well for them. So we'll see. I hope so, because they're fun to make. Where did I write that down? My list is getting too long. Also, I love how my numbers just kind of start drifting. They just get closer and closer. Next is a Pinkie Pie doll. I freehanded this. Her hair is crazy. Oh my goodness. I could have added more strands of pink, but I had already used up like an entire skein of chenille brights just on the hair, and I didn't want to waste more of my hibiscus color because I didn't have much more left. She turned out adorable though. I was gonna make the whole main 6, and then I decided just to stop at Pinkie Pie, but I really should go back and make more of them. Actually, no, I shouldn't. I already have too much big stuff. I need to prioritize small stuff, but I think that it would be really cute to get a picture of all of them together before she sells. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get to it. We're gonna do 85 on her as well. She will sell to the right person who loves Pinkie Pie. She's so soft. So soft. This is a Jellycat style cupcake, birthday cake. This is gonna look really cute next to the birthday cake turtle. Or maybe I should separate them. Maybe I should only put one out at a time. I don't know, but this is a free pattern on Instagram, I believe it was. And I use Fluffy Flex on it from Michaels, and it turned out gigantic. Jellycat cupcake, we're going to do 32. This is just a bag of like big expensive items. Then we have this elephant that I used colors like Dumbo on. This was a pattern test for Holly's Crochet Creations, I believe is her full name. And I modified the hat just a little bit to make it look more like Dumbo. This one has completely removable pants, so you can take his pants all the way off and get him naked if you want to, if you just want a naked elephant with the little neck ruffle. But I adore the way that he came out, and I also hand painted eyes for him with little stars in them. I felt like that was very Disney. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. That took a lot of time and a lot of material. I'm feeling 99 on that. Gonna party like it's 1999. Okay, this is a BK Crochet Charlie the Calf in a Highland Cow style. Very cute. I stopped making these though because they take way too long for what you get. So this is my only one that I have, but embroidered eyes. This is also peak. Look at that embroidery work on the eyes. Peak. I think this one, see, with the amount of time that this took, I remember Ryan and I were watching a movie. I forgot what movie it was, but it had Mila Kunis in it. And we watched it took me the entire movie to make this. So 2 hours, maybe, which is a lot of time for this little thing. I think I might get faster if I make it more times, but I don't know. They are adorable though, especially with how long it takes to make the little headband. I guess you could just forgo the headband. I love the hair on this though. This is big twist fur, and oh my gosh, that's one of like the things, the yarn lines, the things that I miss most about Joann's is this yarn. They had the most fun colors of faux fur, and it was so thick but not too thick. Like the Michaels fur is very, very thick, and it's like multiple strands that you have to unwind. This fur was thick but one single strand, and they had so many amazing colors. I wish that another brand would like pick it up, but unfortunately it's one of the big twist brands that has fallen to the wayside and I have not seen, which is a major bummer. Makes me sad. But anyways, Highland Cow, we're going to go 45 on her. And what's next? Oh, another big one. Talk about things that took me a long time. This one took me like 8 hours to do. This is the same pattern creator as the elephant that I showed you, the big pink one that I did. But she has a modification that is written by a different creator, but she sells it on her Etsy shop. Kira Crochets, or Crochet by Kira, something along those lines. This is, I think it's called Charlie the Cheetah, but then there's a mod for it to make it like Lisa Frank colors, very fun, vibrant colors. I just use glitter discs on her, so these aren't painted, but she's a really good size, and it took a lot of time and a lot of material. The last Lisa Frank cheetah that I made was way smaller. It was like a sitting cheetah. I sold that at PopCon Indie for $150 on the first day. Okay, this is another giant one. This is a dragon that looks like Haku from Spirited Away. Another very time-consuming project. Look at those horns though. I have never been prouder of myself getting 2 horns to look the same. It's normally you gotta make 3 because one of them is the black sheep, so to speak. Also embroidered eyes on him. He looks a little scary and a little mean, but he's friendly. I did, however, I remember had to do 5 feet because the first foot that I did turned out way too big, so I had to modify the pattern. I don't remember who the original pattern is by. I know that it's called the Sky Dragon, and then she has a free modification for the Haku variant on her Instagram. But I believe in the This Week's Makes that I showed this off, I was holding it in the thumbnail. So if you're interested in this pattern creator, it's going to be linked in one of the This Week's Makes videos, whichever one I'm holding him in the thumbnail. But this one is really big. And that one's definitely like a showstopper statement piece. I'm going to put $199 on that. That's the only other one that I have at the $200 mark. Haku Dragon. I remember when I was vending at the Renaissance Fair, one of my vendor neighbors that was also a crocheter, she had a $300 dragon. That was the Winnie dragon pattern that she had just kind of zhuzhed up with some extra things on it, and she sold that at the Renaissance Fair for $300. So I'm just saying, I know there are people who are watching this who are thinking that my prices are outrageous or maybe too low. I don't know. That's why I gave the disclaimer at the beginning of the video not to say anything about pricing, because everybody does it differently. And it really depends a lot on the venue and the location and the time of year. Like, there's a lot of variations in it. So the prices that I'm doing right now are the prices that I would like to sell them for ideally. And then if I have them for a while, normally my rule of thumb is like, I don't really clearance things like I mentioned yesterday, but I will discount things if they've been to 4 or more markets with me. Then I'm ready to see them go, and I discount them a little bit. I don't like clearance them just because I'm ready to see them go and to make room for new things at the booth. So that's kind of my rule of thumb. But the prices that I'm putting on here are what I think that they are worth, and also what I think that they will sell for at my upcoming event. Next, this is a Sanrio inspired bunny, and I just freehanded her. I was thinking if I used a pattern, but I just freehanded her. We're gonna put 39 on her. Okay, then we have a Animal Crossing Celeste. This one I originally made for myself and then decided that it was time to see her go to a new home. And PopCon and Comic-Con is the place where she would find a good home. I love Celeste. I have her literally tattooed on me. There she is. It's also my daughter's name. She was a lot of work. There was a lot of color changing in her belly. I used mainly chenille brights on this, but I used Parfait Glitz on the black to give her a little sparkle because she's a celestial owl. And then I also used that same white Burnout Baby sparkle on her face. I don't remember who this pattern is by, but I got it on Etsy, and I remember it being fairly cheap too. Unfortunately, I don't remember the creator's name because it's the only pattern that I have by them. What do I want to price you at, girlfriend? $59. I'm doing a lot of odd numbers because it always, it sounds less. It's like the tale as old as time infomercial. $19.99 plus you get a free one. That's kind of the psychology behind doing the 9 at the end. However, like I mentioned, for the smaller things, I like to do even increments because that's more of like a cash transaction. Something that's higher priced is normally card. Okay, then we have a bunch of chicks and eggs. This is a great pattern for time versus like how much you can make off of the time that you put into these and the material. I have only sold these at one market, only brought them to one market, and almost sold out of them. At that 4-hour event, I sold them for $15 each. And they flew. They were the most popular thing at that event. I displayed them in a little nest and they are adorable. So I did a bunch of different ones. So chicks and eggs, we're gonna keep at 15. See, this might be something that I could go up a little bit on to like 18, but I'm not going to because it's not worth the extra few dollars to me, especially like to get it out of that nice, even, rounded 5 number. Chicks and eggs. I don't know why I wrote a 1. We definitely have more than 1. Okay, so we've got 1. My bag is falling here. 2.
That's a crazy chicken.
I know, that one's crazy. 3. 4. 5. This one's got Albert Einstein hair. I used long fur on that instead of the honey bunny. 6. That's a funky egg. 7. 8. These would be great for Easter baskets. Unfortunately, my market's going to be after Easter. I think this is 9.
Yeah.
10. Another Albert Einstein chicken. And 12. Is that correct?
No.
Oh, 11. Okay. 11 chicks and eggs. Well, I could have kept the one that I wrote. Okay, so that's another bag done. Sweet. Let me take another sip of my nasty Bath & Body Works candle tea. It specifically tastes like a Christmas candle. I can't put my finger on it. It has like an aftertaste of cinnamon maybe, but like a very artificial cinnamon, but it's hibiscus green tea, herbal tea. So I don't know where that's coming from, but it's not great. You know what? I have more chicks and eggs. They gotta be in a different bag because I have some like regular colored ones. Okay, what do we have in here? Okay, we've got another sea turtle. So this is another large one. I might have a few in here. Oh, this is also the bag with all my chickens. Oh gosh, and a few more platypus as well. I probably don't need to make more platypus then, even though I already pre-made all of the beaks and tails for them. I mean, I might as well, but I really like this colorway in this turtle. Although this one I used little eyes, whereas the other ones I used big eyes. But the little eyes are cute in their own right. This is Bernat Baby Blanket in the color Pitter Patter. This is Elise Voluto. So we'll add one more. Let me find my big turtle list. Okay, I had 5. So are there more in here? That might be the last turtle. Okay, so I gotta wipe that out. And we'll do 6. Also, I am almost out of another page. Those are 28? Yes, 28. Okay, we have a Misfit Bin candy corn with a $10 price on it and white eyes. I made this at Halloween time and only had one market before Halloween. So he didn't really have his day in the sunshine, in the spotlight, rather. So he just goes in the Misfit Bin now. Candy corn. I thought that the white eyes were really cool, especially for a kind of creepy guy like this. But I made 2 other candy corn with black eyes and those sold, and then the white eye ones didn't. So maybe people don't like the creepy white eyes. I don't know. My personal opinion is if you don't like the white eyes, you're boring. Hot take. Maybe, but I think that the white eyes add a lot of character. I don't think they're creepy at all. I think that they're very cool. They're fascinating. Oh, I did find another turtle. This one is a pumpkin pie turtle. This one is so soft. It's Elise Voluto with hand-painted eyes. And this one as well. And oh my goodness, I hope that this one sells during the fall season, because I really don't want to lug it around for another season. To be fair, I made this one, when did I made this one right before Christmas, and I only had one 4-hour market before Christmas. So again, this one didn't really get a fair shot, but we need to, you know what? I'm going to wait to cross that number out again or white out it out again until we get through this bag. This one has a bunch of like random miscellaneous things. Okay, we have a little baby shark. These I sell for $8, and I put them in my little acrylic tubs along with the little stingrays, which I think are in here as well somewhere. Okay, we've got some cats. Again, I'm setting the cats aside so that we can count them all at once, because they are just spread out all over the place. Can you leave that one out for me so that we can count them?
Sure.
Yeah, this bag is just like a hodgepodge of random items. Okay, here is a baby octo. I also display these with the baby sharks and the stingrays, and they are also $8. Baby octa. This one's a lot larger than that one that I showed you yesterday, the one that is in the Misfit Bin, because it's just too tiny compared to this. This is another one that's going to go in the Misfit Bin because I ran out of yarn, and so I couldn't do full like tentacles on this guy. So Ryan, you can put a $3 price tag on that.
Just for the record, the other one was $5.
I know this one's even small. Well, is this one even smaller? Is it smaller?
I don't think it is.
Okay, you can do 5 then. We'll keep it the same. 5 for, wait a second. Hang on, I can just add it to the quantity of that other one. Itty bitty octo. Yeah. Okay. We'll just say quantity 2.
I don't know, the green one's actually bigger.
Is it bigger? Oh. It just has like no limbs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I think it's still cute.
Yeah.
Okay, then we have this little Matilda the Bat. This is my pattern as well. I was pattern designing when I made this one, so the finalized pattern is a little bit different than this, but these work up super duper quick. She's got a $5 price on her because she's like a one-off. So Matilda Bat. I might have more than one of these. Honestly, I just don't know what they're priced at. This is just a bunch of random stuff in here. Okay, we have a BMO that I made and I hate. I really do not like him. He is in the Misfit bin for $8. BMO, okay. He already has a tag, so that's easy. We have a Gudetama that has been with me for a very long time, but he does have a butt. He has a $28 price on him, and even though he's been with me for a while, I'm going to keep that price on him because I think that he's worth that for the amount of time and materials that went in. And if he doesn't sell after this convention season, then we'll lower the price. But we're going to leave him for right now. Gudetama. Egg boy. Okay, we have some more chickens in here. Okay, hang on. Let me do the bigger stuff first. We have a Pikachu here. Pikachu, like, splooter. He already has a tag on him. We'll keep him at $49 for ease. We have this clown bear, which is one of my favorite things that I've ever made. Did I use a pattern for this? I think I did use a pattern for this, and I also think that it is in a thumbnail if you want to go look for it. I don't remember the creator's name, unfortunately. This one I also have a $49 price on, and I feel comfortable with that. This took, I think, 2 skeins of Elise Voluto to make. Clown bear. It is so incredibly sweet. I love it. A lot of $49 stuff in this bag, which is interesting. Okay. We have a little land turtle. This might be my only land turtle left. This is Tofu the Turtle pattern. I forgot the creator's name, but I know it's Tofu the Turtle. He's a tortoise. Tofu turtle. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make more of these. I think I put a $12 price on these, but I keep them with the sea turtles. The sea turtles are a little bit bigger and they are more work because of all the different pieces. So the sea turtles I do charge more for, but I don't know, some people prefer the land turtles, some people prefer the sea turtles. I only have one of her for right now.
You want to tag this one?
No, because those get displayed with the sign. Yeah. Okay, we have, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start in here. There's just so much just random stuff. Okay, this one is $8. This is a little leggy frog, and honestly, leggy frogs still sell well for me. I know that they've kind of stopped selling for a lot of other crochet artists. I don't go crazy making them anymore. I just make them if I have a fun yarn. Like this is the Premier Basics tie-dye. I want to say the color is like glowworm or something like that. And he's really fun. He's like a rave disco frog. Oh yeah, I do have another Matilda the Bat, but this one's much larger. So this is what the finalized pattern looks like for Matilda. So she is $8 and a hot pink, but how adorable. So incredibly quick to make too. So she's also going to go in the Misfit bin for $8.
The tag says 10.
Oh, 10. That's what I meant. I don't know why I said 8. Okay, let's get all these chickens out of here. So we've got some brown chickens and a few more blue chickens. I thought that was all of them, but apparently it's not. Okay, we're set on blue chickens. I thought that I would need to make more. Leave them out because I need to count them, please. This is another like gross blue chicken because of that yarn that we tried. He's got a line going through him. Here's another brown. Oh, there's a few chicks and eggs in here. Here's another brown. Black chicken. The black chickens are some of my favorites because I put the white eyes on them and I think that they look very, very kind of scary, honestly, but also fun. There's another one and another one and another one. That one has a great big beak. I like how they all kind of look a little different. They all have different personalities. Another brown. I remember not having a ton of white chickens, which as of right now is looking like that is in fact the case. Here is another brown. Ryan put the beak on that one and it's way too low. We're gonna need to fix that one.
What was I doing?
I don't know. Okay, another brown and a white and a white.
It doesn't have blush.
I didn't put blush on all of them.
Oh.
And another white. I should put blush on them though. They're fun with the blush. Okay, I think that is it for right now. Okay, let me go back to my chicken page. So we need to add what? 3 more to the blue count. So that's 6, 7, 8. So that's 9 total blue chickens. That's a lot. We've got 3 black chickens.
3 white chickens.
3 white chickens and then a lot of brown
6
chickens.
brown.
6 brown chickens. Okay. And a partridge in a pear tree. Okay, next up, we've got a little tiny possum. Ryan made these. A lot of Ryan's makes aren't in here, actually. His are out in storage, so all of like the little dice bags and also a lot of the keychains and like the positive pets and stuff.
Yeah, because we keep those like in the tub with the claw machine and stuff.
Yeah, okay. Well, then we're not going to have those to go through, but we do have...
The best plushie and this.
Ryan loves making these little finger puppets. They are adorable. We put a $10 price on them. And they go in the Misfit bin.
I think they're worth $50.
Yeah, when we were pricing them, I was like, "What do you want to put what price do you want to put on them?" He's like, $30. And I'm like, "Honey, I know that you love it, but it's not worth $30." We landed on 10. We compromised. But he likes making these. How long do these take you to make?
Well, if I stay awake the whole time, then like a little over an hour.
Ryan's a much slower crocheter than I am. But he also usually yarns under and his stitches are like incredibly neat and incredibly tight, which is why he does most of the cotton and acrylic stuff. Okay, I might have more than one possum puppet in here. Oh, I found another white chicken. One more white chicken. This one has a darker colored beak. This bag keeps sliding off me. Sorry if the crinkling is annoying you. Another white, so that makes 4. I still feel like we could do a few more white chickens. He always does that to Celeste and it cracks her up. It's so cute. Okay, then we have an alligator. Who made this pattern? I don't remember. See what I mean, you guys? I don't remember. Oh, the finger possum puppet is...
The carpenter?
Crochet carpenter, I believe. Like yeah. We think it's crochet carpenter. This I put a $19 price on. I have 2 of these unless one of them sold. One of them might have sold. So 1 alligator. Crocodile?
I was gonna say, or is it a crocodile?
Well, well, first of all, we should do 20, not 19. for something small like this, but it's already has a tag, so it's okay. I don't think that you can tell if it's a crocodile or an alligator based on this, because I know that it depends on the shape of their mouth, and I don't think that you can tell. I don't know. Can you, zoologists out there?
Or Floridians?
Or just Floridians? Yeah. All you Florida people, I don't envy you. Couldn't pay me money to live in Florida. My sister lived there for a while, and so did like my entire extended family. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my gosh, it's a little tiny Bichon. This pattern is by Green Frog Crochet, and I had made a couple of little dogs like this, and I sold all of them but this one. And I want to say I put a $25 price on this. Ryan, let's go ahead and put a tag on this one. And it might be going in the Misfit bin unless I decide to make more of them. Because I do have one of my drawn signs that I used the last time for it. Bichon dog. I made a husky, a golden doodle, a pug, and that one, and all the other ones sold. Oh my gosh, this eggplant I have had with me since my very first market. Ryan made this one, and look at how neat the stitches are and how tight the stitches are. This has a $12 price on it, and I think if I added some legs to it, we got to fix the embroidery, there we go. I think if we added some legs to it and made it like Jellycat style, it would sell. I also think that we need to clean this up a little bit because it's been in the bags for so long. The threads are kind of shedding, but this little poor eggplant, every market we're hoping that this guy sells, and alas, he does not. So many people pick him up and look at him and like chuckle, haha, it's an eggplant, because you know, the emoji. Okay, oh, we do have another turtle. Okay, number 2, land turtles. Is that all? Maybe, yes, I believe so. Okay, market bags I'm going to set to the side. Okay, only 2 land turtles. Let me update that. Again, that's the Tofu the Turtle pattern. Okay, we've got some more platypus. So there's 2. There's the hat, and the other hat's got to be in here somewhere. Somewhere up there. I'm in a very singy mood today. Where's the other hat? Okay, I'm sure I'll come across it. Okay, well, for right now, that is 2 more. I almost just said axolotl. Platypus. Platypuses. Platypi. Platypods. I feel like there are a lot of ways to say the multiple term for platypus.
I know the way you're not supposed to say it, though.
I also know the way that you're not supposed to say it, and I want to every time. But then YouTube would demonetize me. This is a Apple Tree Boutique Stacy makes pattern. This is one of her sitting birds. This is the sitting cockatoo. I made this like a year ago now. Has an $8 price on it. It goes in the Misfit bin, and it still has not sold. Sitting cockatoo. Get your mind out of the gutter. I'm spelling cockatoo. Okay, we've got a few random things here for the Misfit bin. This is a Will-O-the-Wisp, which I think is so cute. This pattern, who is this by? It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't remember. Gosh, I'm awful. It has a $12 price on it. I'm going to leave it at that. I had made a bunch of these for the Renaissance Festival, and they sold fairly well, and I had a few blue ones, and at my last convention, PopCon India, I believe, somebody was cosplaying as Merida, and she got a little blue Will-O-the-Wisp, and I thought that it was adorable. Will-O-the-Wisp. I remember when I was making these, I did research into like the lore of the Will-O-the-Wisps. And it was fascinating to me. There's a lot of different theories about who the wisps are and what they do. Also, I'm very proud of myself for pronouncing wisps correctly, because that's not an easy word to say. Okay, we have one little baby stingray. Also $8 price on these, and I throw them in with the baby octos and sharks. Stingray. Only one of these, and I don't see...
I think there's more.
Okay, well here's another shark. Okay, then here's a whale. It's a little killer whale, but I put those in with them as well. Here is a little ghost. He's got orange eyes. I made a couple of these around Halloween. Do I only have one left? Oh, here's another possum finger puppet. He does not have a tag on him though. I don't know if you want to tag him or we can just reuse the tag once the other one sells.
Or this could be my market display.
Yes, that's true. Ryan always likes to have one on his finger at markets. Okay, I think this is the only ghost. Okay, so one lonely ghost. This is the same Will-O-the-Wisp pattern that I don't remember the creator's name of, unfortunately. We have a couple rubber ducks here. Rubber ducky, you're the one. We have 4 of them. I don't remember what price I put on the rubber ducks, to be honest with you, but I do have a tub for them. Although I call them not rubber ducks because they're rubber ducks not made out of rubber. I want to say $10. I don't remember. I'm going to put 10 question mark because I got to check my price signs. Okay, we've got a few more chicks and eggs. So these are the more natural colored ones. So we have a yellow and variegated Bernat. That's very, very soft. A yellow and white. Another yellow and variegated. And another yellow and white. So if I'm going to make any more of those, I should probably make a few more natural colors. Oh, and then we have a variegated pink and white. They're all smushed from being in the bags. Oh, here's another stingray. Okay, so Ryan, how many total chicks and eggs is that now?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what? Were you not counting?
No.
Well, hang on. I had 11. So how many did I just give you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So 16 total?
Yeah.
That sounds good, he says. Okay, then what's next? Oh my gosh, I've had this for forever. It is a little potted plant that I made out of cotton. That is a, what do you call it? Coaster set. So there are 2 coasters in here. At this point, I'm just using this as a decoration at my booth. I'm going to keep a $15 price on it, honestly, because it took a long time. Because I normally don't work with cotton. So that, I believe, was a free pattern on Ribbler or Ravelry. I don't remember which, but I made it before my very first market, so it's been with me for a while. I had a whole grand plan in my head about like having a area at the booth that was pot holders and coasters and everything, and I made a couple of them for my first event and didn't make any more after that because everybody was more interested in the plushies than they were with everything else. Speaking of which, I have some market bags. So I did not make these market bags. A wonderful friend made them for me, and subscriber. and member of the channel, and she sent me these. So I don't know what pattern she used for them, but she sent them to me and said sell them and use the money for your she shed, which is so sweet. I still have 4 of them and I have a $30 price on them, which I think is very fair for how much work she put into these, and I want to do her justice. So we've got some beautiful colorways here. I want to say this is Hobby Lobby yarn. I don't know for certain, but I am pretty confident that I've seen these colorways at Hobby Lobby, and they are beautiful. So we have 4 market bags, and I need to make a sign for those. We have a little pumpkin for $5 that goes in the Misfit bin, left over from the Halloween season. Pumpkin, easy. That one's already tagged. This one I think we're just gonna throw away. This was supposed to be a little bell bag from Animal Crossing, and I used acrylic yarn for the little tie, and it just has not held up well. So this one's just gonna get thrown away. I mean, I guess we can give it to Celeste. Nah, it's got like an open hole. I don't know why I decided to use my middle finger to test it. I know why, because I was holding the tag with my other 2 fingers. But this one we're just going to toss, and we can reuse that tag for something else. Throw it in the trash here, and then all that's left in here, oh, here's the other hat, the other Perry hat. Good, I was hoping that I wasn't missing one. Oh wait, there are a few more Misfit Bin things in here actually. We have this is a golden snitch. I made a bunch of these for the Renaissance Fair. I only have 1 left with a $5 price on it. And then we also have a little teeny tiny shrimp. This is a pattern, the end came out. This is a pattern by Sweet Beans Crochet. It is free on her Instagram and very quick to do, but I only made 1. So yeah, he's all alone. Also, I use my Woobles crochet hook sometimes when I'm weaving in ends because it's small and also very poor quality, so I don't use it actually crocheting. This is a Grinch. I had made a few of these also for my very first market. They went out to a few holiday markets and I only have 1 left, so now he has a $12 price discounted from $18 on him, and he goes in the Misfit bin, and maybe somebody who is just a major Grinch fan will want to adopt him. Okay, I have a couple of Kirby's here that I made for conventions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those I believe I just free-handed. Kirby, and those, I don't remember what price I put on those. I need to check my pictures again. Okay, then we have a couple of Chonkymon. So we have a Poliwhirl, a Meryl. I love the tail on this. Just a ball that is squished. A Jigglypuff, an Oddish, and Torchic. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll count the Pokeball in it. We'll say 6 Chonkymon. I sell those for $15 each. And that was all for this bag. Okay, we're moving right along. Oh no, this one has a bunch more big items. More big expensive items. Okay, my flower babies are in here. These are some of my favorites. Oh my gosh, don't remember the creator's name. These are pretty recent though. These are gonna be in one of the more recent This Week's Makes videos. I hand painted eyes for both of these. Stunning, gorgeous. Dainty, demure. I love them. They do need some fixing when they're put on display because they're all smushed. These take a long time to make because of the big petals that remind me of the sky dancers. I think on both of these, I need to decide if I'm going to display them at the same time because they're different, you know, but I feel like I should only have one out at a time because I don't know, they're pretty much the same thing, and I would rather save that display space for something else. Also, I'm on to yet another page. Flower babies, quantity 2. 79, especially with the custom eyes. Okay, we have Mosslax, who I hate. Mosslax.
What'd you call me?
I didn't call you Mosslax. I called him Mosslax. This one I hate and just want to get rid of. $45. He's worth more than that, but I just don't want to look at him at all. I don't know that I've ever hated anything that I've made so much. I'm too hard on myself, I know. Okay, then we have oh, by the way, I freehanded Mosslax, which is why I hate him so much. This is Beans the Bunny by Snuggle Beans Crochet, made in Bernat Ethereal Stripes. Springtime is the color. Also, custom hand-painted eyes on her. I'm going to price her with all of my other splooters. Beans Bunny. The only other ones that I have actually are the raccoons, and we said 55 on those, so we're going to go 55 on Beans as well. Okay, we have some pickles. So I also don't have my pickles in here because they are also out in storage in my pickle jar with like my market like totes and banners and all of that. I believe I have 10, so this makes 12 pickles. And I sell my pickles for $10. That's $120 just in pickles. That's pretty darn good. Oh my goodness, my boba buddies. So this is another one of my patterns. So this is a cool pattern because it's modular. So with one pattern that you buy, you get 5 different creatures. And you get the dino, the cat, the axolotl. Oh gosh, there's more chickens in here. The mouse, the mouse, and the bunny. You get all 5 of these in one pattern. We're going to price them all the same, even though they do vary slightly in workload. But we're going to put a $45 price on all of them. Actually, we're going to do, yeah, 45. Boba Buddy, so there are 5 of those. I'm not going to categorize them because I only have 1 of each variant. Yeah. Oh, well, no, I can make a sign for the Boba Buddies. I'll highlight it so I remember to make a sign for it. Then we have Rainbow Playful Dragon, another big expensive one. These are 35mm custom hand painted eyes by me. They are neon yellow with little soot sprites in them. This guy is a ton of fun. I gave him some blush and I love it. I love the way that he sits. I guess I'm just going to call him Rainbow Dragon. I really hope I look back at this and know what it is that I'm referencing. I think I will. Rainbow Dragon, we're going to go 99 on him. He is large and in charge. Couple smaller things. This was a pattern test that I just did recently. It is a little slice of not cheesecake, carrot cake, and I added some just freehand little jelly cat style feet to him because I feel like people are all about the jelly cats right now. I also added a face, which is not in the pattern, but we're going to say jelly cat. Oh my gosh, you almost just wrote cheesecake. Carrot cake. Quantity 1. We can individually price this. This might go into the Misfit bin. Or I might, for Artist Alley, what I might end up doing is seeing what I have a large quantity in around the same price. For example, if I have a bunch of stuff priced $18, then I might round it either up or down to $20 or $15 and then just put all of the $20 stuff on one shelf and then just put a $20 sign on that shelf instead of having to individually price everything. For right now, we'll say that it's probably going to go in the Misfit bin. But we're going to put a... oh, this one I'm struggling with because, again, I'm using the Loaf Cat as a base. This is $20 at a convention. This is bigger. It took a heck of a lot more time and material. I'm going to say 28. I like the even number. This one I'm really like in between on what I want to price it. This is an adorable bee. This is by Shield Maiden Crochet, although I did modify the wings. I love this one, and I think that I would like to make some more bees, but for right now we have the one, and we're going to put $25 on the bees. I like these a heck of a lot better than just the little bullet bees. They have a lot more character and shape to them. Hopefully I'll be able to recreate those wings though, because like I said, I freehanded them, so who knows. Okay, we have a rogue white chicken and another brown chicken. Okay, we're set on brown chickens. Let me make sure there aren't any more chickens in here. Okay, they are not. Let's go back and white out yet again. Oh my goodness. Where did my white go? Oh, it's up here. Okay, white. So we have 5 total white and 7 total brown. And 9 blue. So if we need to make any chickens, which I think we're good on, we would need to make maybe 1 or 2 blacks and then a few more whites because the whites are the most popular.
But at the convention, the blues no more popular.
That's true. The blues are the most popular at conventions because it's the nerdy crowd like myself. Okay, we have 2 little dragons here, not Nick's dragon. This is a pattern by, oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I don't remember, but I just made these recently, so they will be linked in a recent video of this week's makes. We'll go ahead, since I only have 1 of each, we'll go ahead and individually price them and put them in the Misfit bin. Also, the basket's not that big and there's a lot of stuff that goes in there, so I do like rotate stock in there, especially for multiple day events, which is normally what I do. So every day there'll be a little something different, and that encourages people to, you know, come back and look again. We're going to put a $25 price on these 2. Then there are 3 of these. I love these. 3 of these hot dog dogs. This is a pattern by Crochet Customs. And these, we're going to put a $20 price on. And I think I'm going to make an individual sign for those since I have enough of them. So you don't need to put tags on those. Okay. And I have a little red basket too with one of those like picnic blanket style napkins, so I can lay them out in there and then they look really cute. Hot dog dogs. I might make a few more of those too. I haven't really market tested them. I have in the past made 4. They have all sold, but it took mini markets to sell them. So I don't know if they're not like one of those things where I'm like, every time we're selling these, you know what I mean? So they do sell, but I wouldn't say that they're a bestseller. We have this little itty bitty capybara that's definitely either a misfit bin thing, or this might even fit in the claw machine, but all of our claw machine, like the little tiny stuff, is out with the claw machine in storage. So we'll just go ahead and individually price this mini capybara. We will put a $5 price on this. Well, no, we're gonna go 8 actually. Yeah, you were thinking 8, Ryan?
Yeah, I already have a tag for 8, so.
Oh, okay, well, that's fine.
I'm just trying to ease my own workload.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Oh, this one's fun too. This is a hamburger bee, or a hambeager, if you will. This is Croutons crochet pattern. Very easy to do, fairly quick. This is like the only bee that I like that is like a bullet bee style, because it's got a little bit more going on to it. We will individually price this. This is also one of those things that I could either put on the shelf with like a rounded price for everything, or put in the misfit bin. For right now, I am thinking $25 on this though. Thank you, Ryan. What tags do you have pre-written? So there's 32, 75, and 8. So we'll see if we can find things to match those prices so they don't go to waste. Okay, then we have a Nick and Judy. And these are definitely going to be individually priced and sat on the shelf, because these are way too big to fit in the basket. They will take up like the entire basket. Nick and Judy, I'm going to put them on the same column and not itemize them. And we'll go ahead and do 32 on both of those, since you already have one of the tags written.
Okay.
Okay, that's another bag. Done. And I think we only have one more bag back there, and it is not very full. So we're on the home stretch, my friends. Right on top, we have another Christmas tree, and this one has a little dangling ball on it, so I need to fix that. This one's got the same $25 price on him. It's all lopsided, so there we go. Gotta spruce him up. Wait, a Christmas tree is not a spruce.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. Okay. I'm hilarious. I just had to check my facts first. I'm going to set him to the side, though, so that we can fix his little bobble there. Okay. This is a bunch of other random stuff. And more platypuses. Okay. Well, I see one. Oh my gosh. This is all just like a bunch of little random misfit bin stuff. Here's that other alligator that I was saying I'm pretty sure I had another one of. There it is. Why they're separated, I don't know, but we got to fix that. This is a Shield Maiden pattern of a scrambled egg, not scrambled egg, sunny side up egg. This will be a misfit bin item. Okay, this is the last big thing, I think. This is a Mer-Dragon that already has a $58 price on it. This is a pattern, I want to say Zero Gravity Crochet. And I hand painted his eyes too, and they have a really cool like glaze on them. I have one single strawberry pop by Cable and Canvas, and I thought that I had more of these, but I guess I don't. Pop it, and I think I have an $8 price on these. One. Oh, okay, here's another golden snitch. I thought that I only had one left, but I have two, unless there's more in here. I don't think so. Oh, and here's another Grinch. So I gotta go back and fix those quantities. Oh, I also found more chicken nuggets. So here's two. And another flower pal randomly. Oh, two flower pals randomly. and some popping keychains, but all the other keychains are not in here. They're out in the tote, so I'll just set those to the side for right now, I guess. Okay, we also have more Chonkymon in here. Okay, I need to update all my quantities on these. Hang on. So that's a total of 10 Flower Pals and 5 chicken nuggets. We have a few more baby stingray, baby octopi. So oh, he's got a thread on him. 1, 2, 3. Oh gosh, I found another Flower Pal. 4. See, this is why it's good to organize, because you don't even know what you have. And I found another Jigglypuff Chonkymon. Okay, that's officially it, besides a few unicorns and, oh no, never mind, found another stingray. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 octos and 3 stingray in this bag. Oh, these are bad. Okay, so remember I was telling you about my loaf unicorn pattern? These 2 were prototypes for the pattern before I landed on what I wanted to do. So now these are clearanced. We've got this one, which is not as bad as this fugly thing. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Oh. Yeah, that's a prototype, all right.
That's a prototype, see? This is why you go through multiple renditions. It started as this, and then it went to this, and then it landed on the cute thing that I showed you earlier in the video. So 2 very bad looking clearance unicorns that will go in the misfit bin. The rest of what are in this bag are stress pets. This is one of my patterns as well. This is a free YouTube video pattern tutorial. So I used to put faces on them and they always sold really well and you're meant to like squeeze them. And then I stopped putting faces on them out of pure laziness and then they stopped selling. So I'm going to set these aside and I need to go through and embroider faces on every single one. But I have a ton of them because they're so quick to make, and I use Big Twist plush on these, which you can no longer get from Joann's, but I think a few other companies are selling them now, but I just like the fun colors in them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, this is cute, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
25 stress pets. That's a lot because these are so quick to make and I just went ham making them and I just used up a few skeins of my plush. So I need to add faces to all of them. I sell those for I think $5. They are like I said, very quick to make. I think I made them in like 12 minutes or something crazy like that. How many did I say there were?
25.
Thank you. I already forgot. Okay, stress pets that I need to add faces to. So that's going to be my project this week. And that is everything in this bag. However, we do have the loaf cats that I was putting aside. We'll end on everybody's favorite. You guys need to see the couch. It looks crazy. I will show it to you in a minute. I'm going to put $15 for my cats because normally at markets, that's what I sell them for. So I have one little Siamese cat. I freehand them. I know a lot of people use the Annie Caraway cat pattern. I freehand mine that I am working on writing a free pattern for Instagram. I've been busy, so I haven't finished it yet. So I have 4 little orange cats that have a variety of faces, so people can choose what they like the best. I only have the one Siamese. I have 3 of this Bernat variegated color. 1 pure white with a little pink bow because I thought that was cute. 1, this is Sweet Snuggles Light and a variegated that is discontinued now, but it's like pink polka dot. And then 1 calico cat. That's what this is, right, Ryan? It is calico.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 loaf cats, and that will definitely not do. I'm going to need more of those. I need to make some solid black ones, a few grays, but the blacks are the ones that sell the best for me, especially if they have the little white mittens. So that is all the inventory. So I'm going to add all this up and tell you guys what my final inventory quantity is. And then we'll do the grand reveal of the couch, which is insane. You can see a little bit of it over there. And then Ryan and I have the task after this to organize them back into the bag so that everything is in the right place. And as I'm doing that, I need to go through and take pictures of every single one that I'll be listing on the website. Again, that's www.thecelestialhomebody.com if you want to adopt any of the larger plushies that I showed off, because there's no way that they are going to fit at my booth. And going forward, I'm going to try to cool it a little bit on the big plushies, unless it's something that helps me get out of burnout, because that's the thing. Like, usually it's the big projects that help my creativity juices flow, you know? Although I'm kind of in the mood to make turtles, which is very unlike me. I only had 2 of those little tofu turtles, so that's going to be on my to make list. And I have a decent amount, 5 or 6 of the Myrtle the turtles, which are all sitting next to me, which is why I'm looking at over there. So I might make a couple more of those too, but those are definitely on my to make list. But without further ado, let me tell you my total inventory monetary quantity. Ryan, would you like to take a guess as to how much money in inventory we have?
$6,969.
That's it?
No, okay. 11,217.
Nah, you went over.
Damn.
Okay, so our grand total is $9,839. So that's pretty good. That's about $170 off from my goal. So I had a goal with myself before I started this year's markets to have $10,000 worth of inventory. And I decided on that number because of the booth fees. So for Comic-Con, the booth fee is $1,000. And I wanted to have 10 times my booth fee in inventory quantity. Well, monetary quantity, that is. I don't know how many items I have. I didn't add that up. Probably not that many for how high the total amount is, just because of all the big items and the fewer smaller items. But I decided 10,000 was my goal, and we're at 9839. So by the time you're seeing this video, I'm sure we will have already surpassed the 10,000 goal, since you're going to see this like 2 weeks after I film it. So that's pretty darn good. Better to have stuff and not sell it than need stuff and not have it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't sell what you don't have at an event. So I am glad that we've accomplished this much, and that doesn't even include the stuff that is in storage, actually. So I don't even know how many keychains I have and all of that stuff. So I'm sure with that we're above the $10,000 price mark. So what to make next? Little things, I suppose. Oh, also I did add the 12 platypus in here because I made beaks and tails, bills, not a beak, every single time. I call it a beak. It's a bill. I'm just a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. And tails for 5 platypi. So I put 12 on my totals, even though, like, that's including the 5 that I am about to make tonight or tomorrow. I don't even know what to think of this. I can't even process. You probably already saw it in the thumbnail, but hang on. Here it is with the wide angle All of my market inventory sitting here on the cosmic couch. If I use my normal lens, you don't even get all of it in it. So let's do a little pan here. Wow. I love the gummy worm bag up top of the couch there. Ryan said he tried to get it where at least one stitch of every plushie was showing, but some of them are definitely buried. This looks like that scene from World War Z where they're all climbing up the wall. And my little flower baby's down there. Yowza. Well, now it's time to take pictures of you all and then stuff you back into your body bags to not be seen again for a few weeks until it's market time. If you're wondering, that is 9 full bags of plushies. Also, these bags are linked on my Amazon storefront. All of my market stuff is. So that is also linked in the description box. I have an Amazon storefront that'll say something like Market Essentials, I think is what I named it. And that is where the bags are, as well as my displays, tables, all that good stuff. So before I say goodbye to you, we got to say a huge thank you to the members of the Cosmic Couch Club. You guys keep this little galaxy spinning. And of course, if you would like to become a member of the Cosmic Couch, the couch is always open. There's a link in the description box if you want to join. You get special perks like early access to all of my videos, bonus videos, vlogs that other people don't get to see, as well as special emojis and priority commenting. So you get a lot of cool stuff for only $2.99 a month. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out with me on this very long special edition episode of this week's mix, I guess we can call it. Leave me a comment and let me know what you were working on during this whole video, because maybe it'll give me some ideas of what I can crochet next. Are you guys market prepping too? It's not really market season, but I mean, a lot of us start market prepping very early in the year, even though market season is more around like the holidays. I actually do a lot of my markets in the summer and the fall. That's when I do the majority of mine, with the exception of like one in December. Oh, and also if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button while you're down there in the comments. Thank you all so much again for hanging out with me today, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.